Yo, what up, though, everybody, man? We are back with another Church Nerds episode. You know what time it is. I got the crew on with me. We got Norman Heath, Brandon Travis, and Pastor Gabe Jordan. We want to say congratulations to Brian. It is his anniversary. So congratulations. So we are happy that he better not have been on if it was his anniversary, because good Lord, we would have told the brother.
He's in Costa Rica. He's in Costa Rica trying not to get stabbed.
I'm sure he's occupied right now.
Occupied right now. Darrell said he'll hop on soon if he can get home enough. And then Andre had to take care of a personal issue. But we got four of us on here, man. It's the
church. For Darrell, he's dropping folk off on the church van.
We want you to like, comment, and subscribe to the Church Nerds pages on Facebook, YouTube, all of our streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, no Google. But iHeartRadio, man, be a part of the Church Nerds congregation. Be a church nerd, a certified church nerd. Matter of fact, listen, we got certified. We got a couple of announcements, man. First things first, if y'all don't know, in 2 weeks is the PCAFI National Holy Convocation. It's going down in Dallas, Texas.
Dallas,
Texas. We got a lot of announcements, all right? Second thing, man, if y'all haven't seen the PCAFI, not only is the convention going on, we got our own music label. We have our CD coming out July 19th. Pre-order sales are up right now.
Make sure you buy the physical copy.
That's right.
Physical copy.
But please buy the physical copy. It's not just a physical, it's a commemorative. It's a commemorative copy.
There we go.
Of that. So you get your physical. Now we realize everybody ain't got, something to play it on. But however, what you want to do is get the commemorative one and the artist that sang on it. So Bishop Gates, Austin Blackman, Darius Brown, Angela Hoover.
They did good singing.
They did good singing. They want to get them to sign it for you. So what you want to do is get your physical, have them sign it for you, right? And that might be worth some money one day. That's what I plan to do myself.
Yeah. So, I see a stellar or maybe some platinum.
So
you may not be further, Brandon. Even a Grammy.
A traditional album. It's a traditional gospel album. So
you may not be able to play it, but you get them to sign it and then you frame it or something. That's what I'm gonna do. See, y'all laughing, but I'm really gonna do this. All this stuff is gonna be back on the wall behind me. I guarantee it's gonna be dope.
That's dope. Man, get it signed, man. Listen, support the PCAFI music label, man. We're doing big things, man. We are doing big things, and shout out to that for us having our own label now. I'm gonna say this. I know it's a little early, but who knows? You could even have a own Christmas album. Hey, own churchy Christmas album. Who knows?
Featuring Mariah Carey.
But seriously, think about it though. PCFI has its own music label, so we have I know we have a lot of artists out there in the PCFI. That this may be your opportunity to get on the train, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to trying to do your own live recordings and hope somebody show up to listen to you. That might be good to do it that way. And then, or what you can do, or trying to do it yourself, may be easy. So what you do is you get with the PC. Why y'all putting your heads down? I'm trying to get some good game here. Y'all holding your heads. What's the problem?
Go ahead, Norm.
No, I'm serious. If I was a musician and I wanted to do my own thing, I would get with a label that's part of the organization, get a good deal, right? And do it that way. Because live recordings or trying to, that's a lot of work,
It is a lot of work.
Sure. So it's a lot of work.
So y'all holding heads like I don't know what's going
a lot of effort, man. Shout out to our organization, man. We're doing good things and moving. But also, if you want more information on the Holy Convocation, you can go to the website, look at the Facebook page. Listen, we got all the announcements on there. We're doing big things. Last announcement before we get into our topic tonight, to all the wrestling fans out there, it is the end of a 20-year era. Considered one of the greatest of all time. John Cena has announced his retirement from WWE. Mr. UK's man.
Wow.
I literally saw reactions, and there were grown men crying that he's retiring. Hey,
that was the generation's Hulk Hogan.
He was the face, man.
John Cena. And I wasn't even into wrestling like that after I found out it was fake.
But everybody knew who he was, though.
No, John Cena.
I'm sorry. As a wrestling fan, like people say, well, it's fake. I mean, everything you watch on TV is fake.
It's fake.
I know, but bro, when I found that out, man,
But them hitting the mat is not fake. They literally.
No,
I mean,
that's really falling off.
wait, what'd you say, Norm?
Superman's not really flying.
He not?
Oh, here
Okay,
we go.
moving on.
I'm just kidding. But no, John Cena was a staple, man. You know, like I still remember, I forget what year it was, when he called out The Rock for like reading off of like cue cards and stuff on his arm.
He was on his wrist, yeah.
Yeah,
on his wrist.
And I just remember like, yo, what?
John Cena like brought the attitude back to wrestling. Like
it was ruthless. It was ruthless aggression era. That's what it was.
Yeah, he really brought that back, and you can almost see semblance and pointing back to like the Hulk Hogan, like you said, or the Stone Colds. It kind of brought that flavor back. Like this guy. It was like
he really
with his shirt, with his headband, you know.
No, but you can't. But Brandon, let's not forget before he had the this You Can't See Me. Remember, he was the doctor, a doctor of thugonomics.
That's right. He was Eminem before Eminem, baby.
You know
he
what I'm
brought
saying?
Slim Shady to the WWE.
to WWE. That hip hop culture, he definitely bought it because you see, there's a lot of hip hop artists that still to this day love watching wrestling. They'll go to WrestleMania, SummerSlam. All of that. So it's really the end of an era. So John Cena retired, Undertaker retired within the last 3 years. We all know Triple H is retired. Batista retired, and everything. So a lot of our favorite wrestlers is gone. Randy Orton is still the last one. He's the oldest one still wrestling. And Rey Mysterio.
I still remember when Randy Orton was first on the scene, bro.
Yeah. So Jay, question for you.
What up?
Like you just talked about like how like this is the end of an era, right? Where do you see wrestling like being or going within the next decade?
If you haven't, you haven't been paying attention, Doc, let me tell you. First of all, they're owned by Norm TKO?
Yep, TKO.
By TKO, which also is part owner for UFC, right? The second thing is they're moving to Netflix, okay? And Triple H has said it's going to be uncensored. So a lot of
it's not totally uncensored.
Well, not totally uncensored, but it's definitely going to give more attitude, ruthless aggression era type vibes. And here's the thing: a lot of people know throughout the years that it's scripted and all, but it's still one of the biggest money making organizations to this day, and it's still making money. It's not going to fall anytime soon. You know what I mean? And now Triple H is in charge. And a lot of the storylines within the last 2 years have been phenomenal because before it was predictable. They were giving championships to the stars that were like, that's kind of random. But now it's definitely the product has definitely gotten better over time. What up, Ben?
What's going on, Ben?
It's definitely gotten better over time, man. So right now, is high, and then the future wise, bro, wrestling not going nowhere no time soon. Now
they got partnerships with sports things, so you can have your own custom sports belt title, whatever. So
every time a organizational team like NHL, NBA, the NFL, what do they get? Right, they get a championship WWE belt.
That's right.
So and a lot of the football, they're fans. A lot of them are fans, so they go to WrestleMania and stuff. So that's a following. So if I see that my favorite athlete is also a wrestling fan, I'm gonna go check out what he likes about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
that's true. Yeah,
it's not, wrestling's not gonna go anywhere. And then now even ESPN is even sharing when they win. That's Ben. That's exactly what it is. It's just a soap opera.
Well, we watch it for the storyline. So
exactly, you watch it. Now you got Sports Center and ESPN. That even like shares that whoever won the championship, this past year when Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns 4-year record, it was all over ESPN. Matter of fact, on 316 day, they share all of Stone Cold's greatest moments.
Yeah,
so it's
crossing over and everything.
It's crossing over, so it's not going to go anywhere. It's just getting bigger from here.
That's right.
So that's the big thing about it, So I love it. I recently I watched it and I stopped watching it, then I got back into it, and I can't get enough of it.
Can't get enough of it.
Can't get enough. That is just phenomenal. So shout out to John Cena. Phenomenal career, man. You literally made a lot of our childhoods right now. So shout out to you.
One of the best interest musics of all time.
Oh,
yeah.
And okay.
Is he one of the greatest wrestlers of all time?
No.
He is.
No.
One of the greatest
wrestlers. I get mixed.
No. Okay. I say no because
I think I know where you're going, Norm.
You know where I'm going. Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, well, I would say this. There is, in theory, there's a difference between a wrestler and somebody in sports entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the greatest as far as I would say pure wrestler. Right. He's not been known for that, but he's a very good entertainer.
Right.
He does know how to wrestle. I will not take that away from him. But there are people who can wrestle better than him. For sure. So that's why I don't say he's one of the greatest. No.
So an example would be like Shawn Michaels.
Like Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Bryan Danielson, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega. Yeah. So these are like wrestler people, but you know, but
Dusty Rhodes probably too.
Right.
Dusty
but I mean
Rhodes,
they wouldn't, but they're stronger in wrestling, but overall package like the face of a company, that's definitely John Cena.
Right. Yeah. I would say the top faces for wrestling, it definitely is John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock. Who am I missing? You got Bret the Hitman Hart in there.
Triple H.
Triple H, of course.
But he's a good wrestler though too. Because I mean,
Triple.
When those videos.
Did you say the Undertaker already?
I did.
Okay.
You can't leave Undertaker. As soon as you hear wrestling, people automatically either go to Undertaker or Stone Cold.
Cannot leave out the Dead Man. Come on now.
You can't leave the
Dead Man.
You can't do it. You can't do it. But it's going to be on top for a long time, and it's not going anywhere no time soon. So shout out in and that. But I want to go back to Brandon's comment real quick. What's your favorite intro? Your favorite wrestling intro?
Mine's the Undertaker, dude. I love the Undertaker.
As soon as you hear that,
that
gong, and that's it.
And then it's changed over the years, from when he was early on in his career to he tried different things, and every time he tried it, it was just like, it just struck a chord with you, like, dude, this is the phenom. It's like,
he had but that's the thing about it, because Undertaker was a good wrestler. Yeah, he was a good wrestler too, but he had an aura about him. As soon as he came out, you knew it was going down.
He played his character to a T, man. He
very well
did. Because it's funny because I look at some of the interviews he does like outside of the wrestling ring now, and the way he talks and does things, it's not like Undertaker. Like who's this guy? And but when you see him on set or on show, he really embodies that role, really got into it. So,
Well, he said that in a documentary. He said that he didn't really do interviews during his tenure because he wanted to keep that perception. He wanted to keep it serious, So shout out to him for taking it because he made a lot of our childhoods. He made great wrestling moments all in there, especially against Shawn Michaels. Him and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, one of the greatest matches
ever.
Y'all didn't like Batista?
Who?
Batista?
Why you say Batista? What?
Batista, whatever.
But you really thought his name was Batista? It's Batista.
You like Batista?
Batista? That sounds like a dish. How do you feel about that Batista? Go ahead, Norm. What was your favorite intro?
Oh, that's always gonna be Stone Cold, baby.
I
mean, it don't get no better than that. When the glass breaks, it's over.
When the glass shatters.
When the glass shatters, boy, it's go time. It's go time, daddy. So it don't get no better than Stone Cold. That's the number one.
That's mine. I still think he gets the biggest pops to me.
Oh, for sure.
Other than Undertaker, but I think Stone Cold still slightly edges Undertaker when that glass shatters.
Oh, of course.
Because they both got like that first note of both of their songs is, but when that glass shattered, I thought he was coming to WrestleMania when Rock was whipping Cody Rhodes. I thought it was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen. A lot of people were anticipating because the whole stadium would have went off.
Oh,
it would have been crazy.
Undertaker was a good choice too.
It was definitely good because the rivalries. Personally, my second favorite is Eddie Guerrero.
Viva la raza.
I was just about to bring him up.
I lied, shit, man. He had one of the best intros ever.
I was ruining people's childhood talking about he lied, he cheated, and he still on people shouting over that. Terrible.
I still think one of the best moments is when he beat Brock Lesnar for the championship, man. That's
he took his boot off? Yeah, that was dope.
It's still one of the greatest things ever. You got Rey Mysterio that got great ones. Edge's intro is still fire to this day.
I say
clearly.
Personally, Ric Flair's intro and John Cena's
Nature Boy
intro.
Hey man, Ric Flair made it cool to be rich.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He made it cool to be
more money out like it was nobody's business.
It was like limousine riding, jet flying.
Jet fly. And it wasn't just a show either. He was doing that.
Oh no, it wasn't a show. Oh no.
But Gabe, to go back to what you was talking about, how big wrestling is. My parents still remember the wrestlers when they were growing up. They remember Jimmy Superfly Snuka. They remember Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. They remember Andre the Giant. You know what I'm saying? They remember the Iron Sheik. You know, they remember the Wild Samoans. By the way, RIP to Roman Reigns' father, one of the Hall of Fame legends. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So that's how big wrestling is big and how big it's gotten since then. When they still remember some of the wrestlers they watched growing up.
Yeah.
You know, so that's an incredible thing. And anybody that craps on it, it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. If you love it, you love it. When you don't,
I like Shawn Michaels too, though. His intro music. He sung his own though too.
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about you a sexy boy? Is that's how I go down to Travis' house?
Yeah,
sexy boy.
Yeah. You go, hey,
I'm not your boy, toy.
You do the whole pose and everything, Brandon.
Yeah, you
can lean over with the side.
Yeah.
But that's that wrestling culture. That's wrestling culture. But that's a great segue. We're talking about that wrestling culture. Listen, we got another culture that we need to talk about.
My Lord.
We need to talk about the state of the black culture, black cinema, black TV, everything. And everyone that's watching, I need you to share this because this is a topic that we need to talk about.
Yes, we got to talk about it.
We got to talk about this topic. The lean in, because the past few black movies, if y'all watch the BET Awards, that was bad. The only thing good that's going on in black culture is Kendrick trolling Drake because
what?
He about to
what?
Only good thing going on in black culture.
That's the only good thing because everything else is true.
The only good thing in black culture is a fight.
All right.
Fight. Listen,
people bringing up each other's trauma, and
hey, he brought it up, and he about to win a Grammy for it. That's all Kendrick played. Yes,
yeah. His song is hitting, brother.
His song is hitting.
I think that whole beef was. I think it did what it did for hip hop culture.
Oh,
I don't think Kendrick killed him like everyone is saying, though. Personally.
Well, I wouldn't say killed him.
No, I think with Drake, hip hop. Well, first of all, hip hop culture has never embraced Drake. So, I think Drake lost from the get go. Hip hop culture, pure hip hop culture.
Oh, you talking about pure hip hop? Okay,
yeah, pure hip hop culture never embraced Drake, and it's pure hip hop culture that's killing him right now. They're not even judging the bars.
They wanted to stay on Degrassi, huh? They want to come to the.
Well, yeah, they don't like. I mean, they don't like. You saw that one DMX interview.
Yeah,
on Breakfast Club. Yeah. I hate the way he dressed. I hate his hairline. I hate his smile. I hate.
Well, let's be honest though, man. But how much did he bring this upon himself? Who started the fight in the first place?
Kendrick did.
No.
Yeah. Did he? Well, this beef has been a decade-long beef. For one.
So Kendrick started up in the first place.
Well, what happened?
Yeah, but this year Kendrick came out the gate saying skip the big three, whatever.
It's just Big Me. Yeah.
So he started it.
Hey, Gabe, that apology J. Cole did looks smarter and smarter every day because he backed himself out. He was like, you know what
he did
was
I'm questioning a lot of people's salvation in this because I see some quote unquote saved folk really down at J. Cole for what he did. But he did what a mature man was supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he revoked his diss track back and said, "Hey, I'm out of character. I shouldn't have did what I did." You know what I mean? Yo, I love you. I'm losing sleep off of this. Like I love
you. I'm losing sleep.
So I love you, bro. Like
my bad, dog. My bad.
He said this ain't sitting right in my spirit. I'm like, well, okay, J. Cole. I didn't know you. All right.
He did say that.
Brandon, hurry up. Get over there to North Carolina and witness to him.
Get them tied. Get them tied.
He meant that to send that to the other girl. He had sent it to him by accident. So it's like
no, but Jay, no, I see what Gabe's talking about. I see what he. No, I was just talking. I was just talking. I was just talking. But I agree though. Pure hip hop culture. I'm talking about like the ones that love the craft of hip hop. I see why you say that. They not big because people were bashing Mos Def when he said that the Drake is pop to him. And you know, Mos Def is one of the most prolific lyricists of all time. Yeah. You know, but I can see why he say that. I'm not mad at him for saying it.
Difference though between a lyricist and a hip hop, and an MC. I mean, I think there are slight differences between them.
There are
like Mos Def. You can't compare him to Drake. They're two different styles.
Two different styles, right?
Yeah,
right. Just like you can't compare Mos Def to Ice Cube. Again, two different styles. So, but they're both rappers. But
yeah,
you know.
Well, I thought I noticed it because I guess Drake had came out with something. I guess he was using like Snoop Dogg or Tupac AI or something like that, or something. And people were killing him for that.
The West Coast was definitely killing
him. Yeah, the West Coast. But I believe Kendrick did something similar like a while ago where he was using like AI faces or something like that.
You know, sometimes it just ain't worth it. Just leave it alone.
You know, I mean,
leave people alone.
He's pop. I mean, he can rap, but he's like his genres is so like he dips into so many different things. I think
But I'm not gonna act like Drake's. I'm not gonna act like Drake's disses weren't good. He definitely held his own for a little bit. It's just. I think Kendrick to me personally, Kendrick is just a better lyricist, and he was just popping them out. I'm like, bro, like, what are you on?
No,
like,
what is Kendrick really hate him?
He really
I think he was sitting on. I feel like some of those songs he was sitting on for years.
Got him now.
Well, bro, no, but
he was just waiting.
But Gabe in the Not Like Us song, he said, I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. So he has 5 more. That
you were really dissecting these lyrics, Jay.
He was listening.
I thought you were listening.
Norm said we talking about black culture, so I had to digest.
I thought you preached the gospel.
I had to digest the word.
Does Divine Temple have an anniversary coming up?
They do have an anniversary coming up. It's in September.
Go ahead, Jay. Don't let us.
I'm gonna let Norm do me like that. But I was just saying that it was the best thing. I know we got a lot of good things in the culture that's happening, but we got to talk about the bad first.
Man,
you know,
dude, the
go ahead, Norm.
Awards, the EBT Awards,
EBT.
Second year in a row.
EBT Awards.
EBT Awards. Yes. Last year was the EB. This is the part 2. This got to be the worst ever I have seen. I don't really watch award shows anymore, but I try to give my people a chance.
This was even worse to give them a chance. Red twerking in front of Bobby Jones.
Man, that was last year, right? I try to give my people a chance. They say BET was Black Entertainment Television. They said this is excellence. This is supposed to be Bob Johnson's dream to do it, and this was like hot flaming garbage. That's what it was, man. It was hot flaming garbage. I don't understand it, man. Well, I don't understand how Black Entertainment Television has ruined the generation. I don't understand this. I mean, we used to have TV1.
Or has the generation ruined Black Entertainment Television?
I don't know. Maybe it's a circular firing squad. I don't know. But there used to be a time, not to be the old man, but I'm the old man. There was a time where you could turn on, you have variety, if nothing else. You have variety in music, variety in television, variety in movies. It was like, okay, if I didn't want to see this raunchy hardcore stuff, I can go over here and see something a little more smooth, and it's great. Now it's just taking over. Like all the I Love You songs, R&B joints, them brothers gone. You don't see none no more. No, all the baby, I want you back. Them brothers
Will
gone.
Smith ushered in the presence.
No, no, he didn't.
He didn't usher in no presence.
The guy
a lot of people liked it though. No. They said that is this coming back. He finally coming back or whatever.
Okay, we're moving on from coming back. But, but it's.
I would say he came back with the new Bad Boys. Pretty decent movie, but
but I mean, again,
I love that movie.
But Bad Boys was a franchise.
Yeah, it's a franchise.
Yeah. It's a franchise. So you're on Bad Boys 4 now. So that's great. But if it's not a franchise, and going to the movie side, if it's not a franchise, it's something dramatic. If it has something dramatic, it's just let's do stupid comedy. I mean, it's like this really intelligent stuff. The variety is what's missing in the culture.
Yeah.
Well, you can, to me, especially when you look at the BET Awards, I feel like the participants are really showing us where the BET Awards are now. It's like, I feel like it was a whole bunch of people who like you. They're there.
A lot of them were TikTok stars.
But like,
yeah, but a lot of them were there because their first person they asked said no.
But the BET Awards used to have like people like Whitney Houston, and Jay-Z and Beyonce, and all like the elite blacks show up. They all left. It was like all the black folk left Detroit because the crime got too bad, and they ran out to the suburbs and left Detroit to the hood. And then what happened? All the other races came in and took over Detroit, and now they want to come back in and they can't. This is going to happen to BET. Watch.
A lot of them, I agree with Norm. See, when I didn't even know that the award show was going on until the day of. Back in the day, they advertised it like crazy.
This was the on the show.
Exactly. They had the culture's biggest night. They had performances. They tell you like even some of the OGs from like Motown would even come performing. So you don't even have that in. And most of the artists and stars now, first of all, most of them got big off of TikTok. Maybe like their music had got like sampled on TikTok and the sound just went crazy. And that's how really they got big. There's no like effort to really for them to like really perfect their craft. You know what I mean? Like back then, they actually had to go through levels in order to get to a certain position to where they are. Like, come on, Sexy Red.
Oh, baby.
Wait a minute. I thought you was a preacher. You and Jay over here with the lyrics.
You see, we the only one that's saved here, Brandon. These folks, they ain't saved.
I only know her because she was twerking in front of Bobby Jones. That's my idol.
That's your idol? Sexy Red is your idol?
Don't do my mentor like that, Sexy Red.
Sexy Red is your mentor? Oh, okay.
No,
No, but seriously, no, I don't know what happened. Like, but from what I've seen a lot of TikTok videos of black people saying like, "Yo, what is this? We should be ashamed of ourselves for even allowing." And then y'all saw the Taraji P. Henson fumble. She called another dude Keith Lee with Keith Lee sitting right there.
You know what? But see,
my whole thing with award shows, like, I didn't watch the BET Awards. I barely watch like the gospel awards, the Stellars and stuff.
Yeah, for real.
I see how they're turning, even in the gospel world, similar. And it's turning more, similar. Like the world. So I can only imagine what the world is doing,
Right.
So, and like Norm said, you see when you watch this stuff, you can look forward to having a great night, good entertainment, spots here, there, maybe something, but for the most part, it was about uplifting the culture and lifting the hard work that has been put in by individuals to break barriers and get past, places that we were not allowed to be in that limelight. But now it's more so about, and I'm not trying to sound like, the struggle, but it's less about the struggle and maintaining an area and a view of Black excellence.
Yeah.
And it's more so about just no holds barred, do what you want to do, because we've arrived and we haven't yet even arrived.
No, you're right, Brandon. The BET Awards, as funny as it may sound, it used to have a level of excellence to it.
It did.
You know what I mean? Now it's just every other performance is Glorilla twerking, Meg Thee Stallion twerking. This like
it's catering to the least common denominator. I mean, it will always be a truism in life that sex sells. That's just
that's
what
just
it is.
Facts. Yeah,
it's a fact of life. I mean, that's why they say the streetwalkers is the world's oldest profession, because it will always sell.
Right.
And when you cater to the lowest common denominator, you will get money, you will get stuff, but what you won't get is quality people. You won't get quality ads. You won't get quality views. Yeah. You'll just get the dregs of the earth that love this stuff, and it'll just be a bunch of garbage.
And now, the pandering was horrible. The political pandering.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Was horrible.
It was bad.
I don't know, Norm. I sent you a message.
I can't even find it.
Can't find it. Did you guys see that Kamala Harris?
It was bad.
And Taraji P. Henson.
It was bad.
Commercial.
Kamala tried to talk
in these streets. Taraji. We out here in these political streets, Taraji. And you know how they say the Republican Party, they not like us.
Oh my!
Wow. I'm like, Lord, are you serious,
bro? It was bad. They tried too hard.
Yeah, it's just not what I mean. Honestly, the only award show that I can watch all the way through, surprisingly, is the Kennedy Awards. That's it, because at least I know whatever they say is going to make me smarter. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I want to invest my time, I'm a very busy person.
Yeah,
y'all know that. If I'm going to invest my time to sit and consume this, I don't want to get up like, man, that was a waste of time.
They need to
2 hours back
over.
They definitely got to. There was a standard, and I think the ownership back then, they told everybody you had to come you had to dress a certain way. It seems like a lot of that is just gone. Now you just got anything just coming out. Come as you are. But even
I would be interested to know like the rating numbers from like say
20
years ago till now.
Oh, I'm sure they're totally.
But even so, the BET Awards, they even had at least a section for gospel artists to do their songs also, and they even have they even show the awards for best gospel artists for the BET Awards too. It's not even there anymore. It's just completely out. It's just completely gone.
Trying to take Jesus out the.
He was never there. Not just play.
I think to an earlier point though that was said is that I think Brandon asked it is like are they ruining the culture or is the culture ruining BET? Because I'm on the flip of it, they're a company and a company's job is to make money.
Right.
And if I know this is all you care about, then I'm just gonna give you what you care about. And that's why, unfortunately, the inner city neighborhoods are full of fast food, liquor stores, stuff like easy money, quick get stuff.
But the numbers are declining too, Norm. So it can't. They just got to do something different. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, look at. But look at the quality. Does that include the quality of shows that BET is showing?
All BET shows reruns of Martin.
Yeah, that's it. They don't really show.
Martin and Jamie Foxx show, Baby Boy.
Because they can't.
Don't forget Friday,
Baby Boy.
What's he going? Because that's
don't forget Friday,
man.
You can't leave Friday out.
I'll never forget this. My dad years ago, he said, "In the car of life, you will always find black people in the back cracking jokes. They will never be the driver."
Wow.
And I was like, at the time, I didn't understand what he meant, but now it's like, I see what you mean, man. Because we're really good about cracking jokes. We know
how to crack jokes. We have a good time. Yeah, for sure.
But when it comes to actually changing and directing and going,
right,
it ain't there, bro. Unless you were Dr. Umar, I guess you can hang out with him. I guess
Just don't bring no other women.
Don't bring no other culture women. Otherwise,
snow bunny crashes.
Yeah, don't have a snow bunny. Don't bring no milk.
This is Dr. Umar said that, not us.
Yeah, Dr. Umar said that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. Because I think. Well, first of all, BET did what everybody else is doing, is making a streaming platform. So they got BET Plus now, and a lot of their shows are their small, their newer shows, I should say, are all on there. So like, is that a thing? Like, people ain't trying to pay to watch a lot of those shows because they got like Sisters and obviously we know Kev on Stage just got his churchy on there or whatever. But I mean, what other stuff they just have?
The quality of shows are good on BET Plus.
I don't think the quality of shows that's period in a lot of today's culture.
Like Norm just said, they either show reruns or they show really bad new versions of new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I going to spend my money to have that?
Yeah.
Well, BET Plus is like, you got the big one was the Miss Pat show. That the big one on there?
Yeah, I think it's going like season 4 or something. That's about it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that until like last month.
I just heard about it today. So
mm-hmm.
I mean, I do think there are a lot of great. First of all, let's define, what do we call a black?
That's true.
That's true.
It's all Tyler Perry.
It's all Tyler Perry.
Right. No, that really is true.
And he only got kind of a one genre kind of thing.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get into that.
Don't be dark skinned in a Tyler Perry movie, man. It's not gonna end well.
It's not gonna end well.
What do we consider a black movie or a black show? Is it just like an all black cast?
I would say predominantly black.
Predominantly black, I would say.
But I would even go a step further to say it's produced produced and directed by black, or has black influence. Yeah. That's what I would really say.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say as if like we don't have great black shows then, like, because there's a lot of great shows. You got
for sure.
I'm looking at some, not like The Chi is a popular one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drama.
The whole Power.
Drama.
Snowfall.
Abbott Elementary.
Drama.
Comedy.
No, that's
comedy.
Abbott Elementary, that's comedy.
But it's like Norm said, we focus on two main genres. That's comedy and drama.
And drama.
Outside of that, we don't diversify.
No. I mean, think about it. When was the last good black news show?
News?
Where you actually watched it and left more intelligent than when you started.
Or the last good black detective show.
Yeah.
Or even the last black just action show or movie.
Well, I mean, Black Panther was all right.
The Black Panther, man.
That's okay.
Panther,
excluding Black Panther. Tell me another one.
Why we gotta exclude the Black Panther?
Because everybody's gonna go to
Black Panther. We remember where we were.
Yeah, okay. That's
everybody who went to the movies to go see Black Panther.
That's
had our America get up on.
That's one. Give me another one.
Another black action movie?
Action, yes.
Action Jackson. Superfly.
Superfly was there.
So those little Superfly.
Superfly was not an action movie.
Undercover Brother.
Okay, wait. My good Color Purple.
That's drama.
That's drama.
That's drama. That's not really action.
But it was a good movie though.
But it was a good movie. I mean, it was.
What about Moonlight?
Drama.
What else you got?
We're not big outside of really drama and comedy.
Right. I mean, like we have a couple outliers, like the Jordan Peele stuff. Jordan Peele stuff is like thriller
suspense
to a degree. So that's kind of, but he's like in his own lane, but it's good though. He tried to diversify a bit because like Get Out was a really good movie. Nope was good.
Yeah.
What else?
Us. You had Us.
You like
Nope? But Us was just kind of. I felt Us was just kind of like a spinoff of Get Out. So it's because it's in the same realm.
Yeah, Nope was with Keke Palmer.
Yeah, I ain't like that one. It was a little bit too deep for me. It
was too deep.
Yeah, it was too deep. Pause.
Oh, Joe says Nope was weird.
It was a little weird.
It was
because sometimes you go down the rabbit hole and be like, "Where are we going?"
But even so, like
you got to do with the.
But even so, like we said,
we mentioned Bad Boys.
Bad Boys, yeah.
It's kind of an outlier though, because it's like Norm said, it's a franchise. So what about the one-offs?
Yeah, the one. I mean, I know we do have good black movies. No, and I want to make sure that no one's not saying we don't, because
we got plenty. There's plenty.
We got plenty, but it just seems like that our culture has just devolved into just mediocrity, and we're happy with that.
Especially in the 90s. 90s was all drama and comedy.
Yeah, but I mean, even then though, it was something worth watching. Like I can still to this day I can still watch The Wood. Yeah, I can still watch The Wood today, sure. and like, oh, that was a good movie. Or The Brothers, or yep, that's another one. I mean, I can still watch it no matter how old. Like the Malcolm X, I can watch to this day.
Yeah,
great movie.
I feel you.
I mean, I can still watch Roots.
You can still watch Roots. I mean, you'll be an older person by the time you're done with it, because that's a really long movie.
Do you? I think
The Woman King.
That was good.
That was good. I like
The Woman King was great.
That was good. I didn't like great, but it was good.
It was good.
It was good.
The Woman King. Okay, I want to make sure I'm framing this very correctly, because I know we have women kings that watch us. So I want to make sure I'm saying this very carefully. Okay,
just let it flow, man.
The Woman King was a very good story.
Yeah,
it was based on something but what they based it on was not what they portrayed. It wasn't.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying it was a very good story. That's what it was.
It was written very well.
It was written very well.
That's what he's saying.
But it was based on when they said it was based on something, it was based on that tribe women. It was based on that. But so was that Harriet Tubman movie where she jumped off the bridge and shot the white man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pass the collection plate to Norm because he just spoke. He just preached his facts.
Darrell's in the comments.
Darrell's in the comments. There he is.
So
yeah, it was very loose.
Darrell, where are you at?
Yeah, dropping off the kids.
Dropping off the kids.
Who's driving the church van?
Sunday school was a long time, man. They just got
but piggyback on what Brandon said. He said, and what we're all saying. You know, it seems like the two main genres is drama and comedy. Even so, with today, you don't see too many black comedy films like that. It's mainly more drama.
That's right, baby. Right.
Like,
so you want to take her to the Isle of Themyscira? Wonder Woman?
Oh no, the Amazons.
No, yeah. The Amazons, nah. But
see,
why? So what? So
money.
Yeah, money. So what is drama selling more than comedy? Is that what sells more?
Drama always gonna sell.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely drama. You know, people like revel in Misery Loves Company. That's it. Misery.
So how come? So what happened to the Woman King was good and aggressive? It was about a movie about Wakanda guards mixed with Amazons. Joe crazy. Joe.
He said so. The Wakandans they were moonlighting security for the Wakandans, and they go back to their tribe.
Oh my god!
Now I will say this: Viola Davis, she did a very good job.
She did
in that movie.
She did.
I will give her that.
Because
I would not imagine Viola Davis as an action star. Like,
yeah, for real.
Not even thought of that. So she did a very good job.
For real. But so how do we as you know, especially black creatives, how do we start doing other genres? How do we tell stories?
Why do we got to be black creatives? Why can't we just be creatives?
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't know.
You're absolutely right, Brandon. I'm sorry. How do we as creatives write our stories?
Well, they do write our stories. We've heard too many of them.
Yeah, I mean, I want to believe that we have more than just sad, dramatic stories.
Yeah,
we have to start telling more stories and then finding outlets to get that out. I mean, go ahead, Brandon.
I was just gonna say, like on the slavery tip, like how many movies are there about slavery?
I'm getting tired of them.
There's a bunch, and of course it sells because it is drama.
It's trauma, not drama. It's trauma.
It's historical trauma. And so, you know, it sells. But to Norm's point, there's got to be more to us than what we've been through.
Well, what I did like, did you guys watch the Harder They Fall, the Black Western movie
with Idris Elba?
With Idris Elba, John Majors.
That was pretty good.
That's the type of stuff I like. Let's tell more stories like that. That's not the typical stereotype of drama and like it was a real good Western action movie.
We probably are scared to make those films because
I was about to say, go ahead, Gabe.
No, I was about to say because every time we get to a certain level, we get canceled from running away from white women.
Oh Lord! Well, I was just go ahead, Gabe.
No, I'm saying, like every time we try, we get to a certain level, and then we try to do the right thing.
The snow come out of nowhere, huh?
And now we on stage crying, accepting Perseverance Awards because our career is over.
Well, I was
trying to run away, do the right
a little different from Gabe.
Shade is heavy, boy.
I was gonna say a little different. Gabe,
I was probably gonna go where Brandon was going, but I would
say to play devil's advocate too. Maybe it's because the industry only accepts that type of writing from us, and maybe if some of the writers wrote something different, it gets shut down.
I think that's why American Fiction
it could be devil advocate.
Did y'all see American Fiction?
No, I didn't see that.
with Jeffrey Wright. So it's based. So it's.
Oh
based,
wait, was that the one with? Oh yeah. I think
he's an author.
I know the Steve. I haven't seen it. Yeah.
So basically, he's an author who writes actual good stories, but a lot of them aren't getting sold. So as a joke, he writes a stereotypical black with black trauma, all that. What happens? It sells off the charts. Now it wants to be a movie. All that, y'all. If you haven't seen it, guys, go check it out. Jeffrey Wright does phenomenal. Sterling K. Brown.
It won an award, didn't it?
It won. He won best. The guy best screenplay.
But then that goes back to like systemic, and not racism, but like just systemic culture in itself to keep us in one lane and not allow us to venture out.
Yeah.
But you know what though? See, I had hope.
Tyrone was something similar too.
Well, yeah, but see, y'all remember when Tyler Perry first came out? Y'all remember when he first like really broke it? All the black people had hope.
Yeah.
And then they started realizing, and then along the way, things started becoming very apparent that all of it, like a good majority, I'm not gonna say all, because he had Family That Prays, which was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
And the one with the girls.
It's an Acrimony that falls.
Daddy's Little Girls.
Yeah, that was. He had a couple of good ones, but then it just turned into a drama, right? He has a new one out that's coming. Boy. And I'm just going.
Wow, thank you for inviting us. We actually used to come here all the time, right, Thomas?
You don't hear her talking to you.
You better get your wife, man.
Ain't nobody gotta get me.
Let's just order. I just want to have a nice night.
I don't know how you do it, Ava.
I see she tells you everything, huh? Alice. You know what? I can't do this. And what y'all looking at?
No rest for the weekend.
You are home now, and you are safe.
No light in the dark.
I tried everything.
No peace to be found.
You have taught me since I was a little girl to be a good wife.
You think
Stop! That boy put his hands on you!
But what happens when that's not enough?
Sometimes we hold on to the things that God himself wants us to let go of.
Okay, I'm done. So, but no.
That's typical Tyler Perry.
That was like half the trailer, and you already know what this movie's about.
Wait, all right. What is the name of the guy who plays the abusive husband?
Oh, light-skinned man.
Yeah.
Dark-skinned man.
He just has an
and the man with fro.
Look.
Evil guy.
That's
like well, not like, even just in this movie, but in real life.
But it's like vintage is what we're talking about, though. It's vintage Tyler Perry. He kind of settling into that drama role,
right?
But you can't write nothing else, and then it's always about somebody's relationship breaking up or going, completely south.
Oh, thanks, Les.
Corey, he just has that, especially with the sideburns and the 70s things. I don't know.
No,
I think it's interesting how Tyler Perry pulled two people who just happened to go through divorces this past year and a half too.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I think Tyler Perry is very strategic in what he does, and yes, he
Thank you, Darrell. I was no, because
thank you.
I didn't play the rest of that trailer because you can figure out from there what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, you can. Figure
I mean, it's you get it, okay? The dad's a preacher, of course, and his daughter's getting whooped on by the husband, who because it's called Divorce is the New Black or something like that. Divorce in Black, right? So they get a divorce, and then the dark skinned man comes back and don't want to leave her alone. Then the light skinned guy come along and save the day again.
Well, I mean, I think a part of it is the fact that Tyler Perry knows his audience and he knows what his audience likes.
But I challenge that, Gabe, because your audience would be what you make it.
Right.
When you give a certain kind of product and you're trying to attract a certain type of audience, then that's all you're going to get. But when you innovate and probably do something different, you could potentially bring in a different demographic that increases the numbers of your audience, so it's not just one dimension.
Well, I mean, the reason I say his audience because this is something that has been working for him.
Yeah, I mean, we know drama sells.
Like like this specific audience has been working for him.
Yeah,
for years, and I don't think he wants to change that. Like he's even been on record saying that his movies is not for everybody.
But then when does it become too predictable where people are not going to watch anymore because we know what the plot is and we know what's going to happen?
What did Kanye West say when he received that interview? He said, "I guess we'll never know." That's what Tyler Perry is saying. He until it because it's working. His numbers are every time he puts out something.
Okay, here's my challenge to that. No, here's Dre. Hey, what's up, Dre?
Oh, Dre. Hey, hope everything's all right, man.
Yeah, we ain't talking about Terrence Howard.
Hope everything's okay.
But here's my challenge to that. Okay, if Tyler Perry, there it is. If he was not a black man, would you put up with this?
Heck,
No.
No.
So you're the problem.
Listen, let me go on record and say I don't like Tyler Perry movies like that.
No, I'm saying
I have a whole bunch of aunties.
Hey, hold on. Dre's speaking in tongues. You got to put that up there. He's speaking in tongues.
Is he?
Lord is
really?
It's okay. See?
Awesome.
And Joe, nope, there it is. See? I mean, I think we as a people, we put up with the stupidness,
right?
Because we all the same skin tone.
Especially since he's top of the black elite.
Are you saying that there are a whole bunch of people who are watching his movies that secretly don't like it, but they're just putting up with it because it's him?
No, who wants to watch that?
Who wants to keep watching
all
the same
time?
Obviously, there's a lot of people.
No. I would say to his question.
A lot of people.
Yes, there are people who support trash because we all are this. No, I can prove it. I'll prove it to you. Okay, right. Here's the proof. Okay, how often do we support the hustle man who gives us substandard products because he's a black man? Right?
I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I'm sorry. That's just me.
I mean, think about it. It became a joke in head of state when my man Hustle Man got his name, but he sold meat products out of gas station.
Right.
When you want to get some of these cold cut, dude was selling meat out of a truck, and they gave him money. What is this? But it's a joke to us because it's funny.
Right, because it's funny.
But it's
because us as black people, we know someone like that.
Exactly.
But it all goes back to drama. Just people like drama. And we know that drama
Tracy
sells.
Morgan, thanks, Joe. But again, we wouldn't tolerate this stuff if another race did it to us. We'd be upset.
Right. We would. And then Mel Campbell put in the comments, sometimes you just want to see a brother succeed, which we do.
Which we do.
But
of course.
I don't see how people succeed. But wait. Example 2. Keith Lee went down to Atlanta.
Oh,
and he said all the restaurants that were trash, they ran this man down. He said
ran him through the mud.
You shouldn't say that. These are black-owned businesses. We should support each other. the food was terrible. The substance was terrible. Oh, we shouldn't go on the internet and say that because we all brothers and you keeping a black man down. If it's terrible, it's terrible. No matter what race.
It's terrible. It
doesn't matter what race it is.
It is what it is.
So are Tyler Perry, like, is his movies terrible?
They're not good.
They're not stellar.
Right.
I mean,
they're okay.
They're predictable.
I mean, but I feel like that goes into a subjective standpoint. What you may think is terrible.
It's not subjective. It's predictable.
But saying that his movies are terrible. I mean, we may think they're terrible and predictable.
Well, what do you mean by terrible? By what extent of the word are you saying? Is it writing you're talking about? Are you talking about overall performance? What are you talking about? Not a good movie?
Just overall, this movie not good. The story not
Here
good.
It is. It's not so much that whether it's good or bad, but it's just relatable. People relate to drama. And then people want to see drama.
Okay, see, my friend Celeste, everybody, it's my good friend Celeste.
Why did I get
Why did I
get married was good.
It was good. And it showed,
especially the first one.
And you showed that no black person can be faithful.
Wait, is that the only thing you got from that movie?
That is the undertones of all.
That is the undertone of all the movies.
And listen, if you watch it, marriage does not work.
In most,
that's what he's pushing in his movies. He pushing that marriage does not work.
But almost all of them kept their marriage though. It proved that even though who didn't, the only one who didn't keep their marriage was Janet Jackson because
Sheila and her husband didn't.
Sheila and her husband they didn't keep their marriage.
What do you mean they didn't keep their marriage?
Sheila and her
another guy.
She got married to another, and he bought the.
You talking about in the show?
No, in the movie.
Why did I get married? The movie.
The movie.
Yeah, Sheila and her husband stayed together.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
He bought the side. He bought the
black
chick
bald head guy with a bottle over his head. That was the end of that.
No, I'm talking about the other guy. I'm combining the two movies.
But we talking about initially though, those initial.
We talking about the first movie. We talking about the first one. Sorry. Yeah. But we talking initially. Most of his movies.
Of course, she got married again, but
yeah.
You know.
So they were the only relationship that didn't work in the first one. Everyone else did.
No, like you said, then Gavin and Janet Jackson and her husband didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
No, they didn't work out because in the second one, then he got hit by a car or something.
Right.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, he died.
And then remember she was crying. That
yeah. Then wait. She was crying. Wait, no. Wait. No. Exhibit 3. Gavin was what shade? Dark. And who did she run into? The Rock.
My wife said, "Can you call it a marriage with all that foolishness going on?"
That's true. But
that's true.
Janet Jackson ended up with The Rock.
Yeah, she ended up. Well, eventually, it's perceived. Yeah, that she ended up with The Rock. So,
but what other marriages didn't make it though?
I mean,
in that movie.
Other than that, the other two they made it. So I mean, there was 4. So they're saying half of all marriages ain't gonna work, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
they all failed marriage from the get-go. First of all, the one marriage was super toxic. What was that between Marcus and Angela. That one was just toxic. That one was just crazy. She was like, "You got BD,
but even
you got it from so and so.
You got it from Walter.
You got it from Walter. We talking about I ain't gay."
But if you get rid of those 2 movies and you look at his other movies that got marriage problems, you got the one with the one that was pretty colorful with the black lady and the artist guy and her husband wasn't working. I forget what it was called. Is that Acrimony?
Was that it?
I don't remember which one it is, but you got that one. You got Acrimony. I think that's one with Taraji in it.
Yeah.
Right.
So she had hers. Majority of his stuff is like, if you're in a relationship equals doom, pretty much. I mean, that's what it looked like in his movies.
It equals doom, and then
how much of that is a reflection of what he's seen growing up in his life, though?
Okay, but
yeah, but you can't.
I understand. If that's all he knows,
you can't subject the whole culture to what you've seen.
Right.
Yeah.
And Dre says Soul Food was a good movie. It was a good movie.
Soul Food?
I like Soul Food.
A
It
soul
was a
food
good
was
movie.
good.
Family, my husband.
I mean, now, according to the Boondocks, though, apparently,
Hey, you may be right, Brandon. This
apparently Soul Food, according to the Boondocks, was a story of everybody who ate terrible, and then Big Mama died, and they didn't learn the lesson, so they ate the same food that killed Big Mama.
Yeah,
according to the Boondocks, that's the story of Soul Food.
Pretty
kept
much
the
what it
tradition
was.
alive.
Shoot, if you
soul
want
food teaches us the best lesson of all. If it comes down to your life or your foot, choose your foot.
Wow.
They ain't taking my foot.
What? What?
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord. Wow.
I thought the lesson in Soul Food was always high money in the TV.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't.
There
But
you go.
at the,
There you go. It's
It's
Stash
Stash
Money.
Money.
That's good.
but at the same time, I think most people watch the Tyler Perry movie, especially if Madea is in it, just to see what kind of crazy situation she's gonna get
I
herself.
don't understand how that character caught on. I'm still
And that was
stuck.
interesting because I watched a bishop. I can't even think of his name. Bishop Wooten.
Bishop.
from the
Oh
Church of
yeah,
God in
Bishop
Christ.
Wooten.
And
He be going
and he
off.
was talking about Tyler Perry, and he said this that Tyler Perry single-handedly made it okay to promote drag by causing us to laugh,
and the church folk like her,
and we silently accepted that, even though that's what it is.
Wow. Well, yeah, that sounds like something he say too.
Yeah, I was like, that's deep. That's deep.
That's very deep. And then he went down and laid hands on T.D. Jackson.
Yo, chill out.
He did.
Jackson was done. Tell him he put the all 5 fingers on him.
I'm not doing this with y'all tonight.
Jackson,
Hey, even after he got done, he had Bishop Jakes had tremors.
I was like, wow.
Hey, $1 million to do that to you.
I guess so. Let me get out of try.
$1 million and do that.
He'll stake for $1 million.
Faithful over a few million.
Oh, jeez. I was like, wow.
His wife ain't making no better. She in the background.
What are the comments saying?
Oh,
man?
Look at my wife. My wife said, "What about
Big Mama's house?" That was Martin Lawrence, right?
Yeah, Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence. That's another one.
Yeah.
So
Also, Brandon T. Jackson said he regrets making being in the second one.
I'm sure he does.
Or making
His career went down.
They always put a black man in a dress.
Well, okay. So we talking about drama. So let's get on comedy. So what about white chicks? That's something that people
black
just
men in dresses.
I'm sorry. They gonna have to get a pass. That White Chicks was funny. I'm sorry.
And that's the problem. That is the problem.
I'm sorry, Bishop.
That is the problem.
We ain't taking that away, White Chicks. I'm sorry. That's a classic. Hey, I still got the DVD stashed away to this day. Hey, White Chicks ain't going nowhere, Jay.
They're gonna demasculate. They're gonna demasculate the black man, and y'all
leave it alone.
Wait. I'm not avoiding your comment, Dre. What in the world?
What do you say?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is Andre Buford wants to know. It taught him that a happy wife is a happy life, but a happy husband won't sleep with your cousin.
You talking about Big Mama House? Wow.
Big Mama House? Oh
Wow.
my God.
No, he talking about Soul Food.
Yeah. Oh, Soul Food. Yeah, he talking about Soul Food with Terry.
Andre Buford, everybody.
Andre Buford, everybody.
Don't let those wayward cousins stay at your house.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry.
Don't you let them.
I'm sorry, but
Everybody stay at Big Mama House.
Gabe's comment to
Big Mama House.
You said, wait, so you want to keep White Chick because it was funny?
Yeah, you want to keep it because it's funny, but they
I
didn't
mean,
even look like
but
they didn't even look like
apparently
real people.
my wife does too, because she said
They didn't even look like real people.
Where
They really did. They did not look like
Their makeup and stuff and the whatever
Big
rest
Mama
they
House?
had on it.
no in white chicks.
Oh, White Chicks.
White
Yeah, I mean, like to Dre's point, I mean, if they're being stupid funny,
Yeah.
then I don't.
But why does it have to be funny with black people, black men in dresses? Why?
Well, I don't even think it was just the fact that they were in dresses. That movie was just funny, period.
That movie is funny, but why does a black man has to demasculate himself for it to be funny?
Oh, here we go.
That's
Come on,
what I'm
Gabe.
saying.
What
And
you
then
got?
you got that. You got Big Mama's House with Martin
Hey,
Lawrence.
I said what I said.
As Big Mama.
You got
And,
what was it Norbit?
you know,
Yeah,
Norbit.
Norbit, yeah.
You got Norbit. You got all these comics, and getting their big breaks. Even Kevin Hart did some show where he dressed up as some woman.
I think it was
but
SNL,
now to
wasn't it?
Celeste's point, that's true. This is
That's
the true
true.
statement because
Well, yeah, I'm not.
they've been doing that since bosom buddies with Tom Hanks
Right.
and the other guy.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying just for black men, but men.
And
period.
Robin Williams.
That's a hidden. That's
I'm
a hidden agenda for just men. Period. That's a spirit.
Right.
To bring men down. All right. That ain't cool.
As a
Okay.
matter of fact, Norm, y'all, you can go back to the 50s with that with that film, Some Like It Hot, with the two men with
You go back to Joanna Man.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, that could
after time.
Miguel A. Nunez, I'm sure that was not the highlight of his career, was Juana Man.
was Joanna Man.
Wanda Man was
Look, Gabe
that
gonna
was
say
one of
it
his
was
best
funny.
movies, wasn't it?
Look,
He didn't have that many.
he didn't have that
So,
many.
I mean,
He really didn't. What
I mean-
what movies was he in? He had Joanna Man. He was in Life.
He was in Life.
Life, yeah.
yeah.
He was in a lot of movies.
What else you got before we get? What can we name them?
No, I gotta go do a Google search.
You gotta ask Google.
Ask Google.
Oh,
Okay,
That's all
so
I'm saying.
Where's Brian at when we need him? You need
So-
to ask
so-
ChatGPT.
So we got drama. So what happened to like the good, just pure funny comedies? What happened to
Comedies?
just pure, yeah. What like there's
like Harlem Nights.
So
Well,
is there?
The genre
Are there-
of comedy is kind of on the downslide as it is, and not just black culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just talking. Yeah,
Comedic
Yeah.
movies, you don't see a lot of them as much anymore
Well, you know,
as
people
of
are-
late. So I feel like the whole comedic genre
it's just suffering.
is down.
Just-
It's suffering
it's
right
down.
now.
Yeah,
I guess, but
because you see a lot of comedic.
well, I think part of it. Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, I was just going to say, you see a lot of comics. They create their own stuff and post to their YouTube pages. Some of their skits and stuff for small
Yeah.
movies that they do because they're because none of the studios are going to pick it up because they believe that comedy's not going to sell.
Well, that and also though you something and we also read this in 2024. I mean, it's hard to know what you can joke about without getting canceled.
Yeah, that's
Right.
I
That's
mean,
true.
I mean, like even some of the stuff that we grew up like Martin, Jamie Foxx, some of the stuff that we cherish. That's like, oh, that's
Right.
hilarious. Some of them jokes ain't gonna work nowadays. It's just
Nah.
not.
Yeah,
Me and my wife
Unless-
definitely
unless
watched. We went back
Only
and
unless
watched
you
it.
Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle, then it don't matter.
Well, then
Right,
Dave
then
Chappelle.
it
He
don't
gonna say
matter.
whatever he wants to say.
He gonna say what he's gonna say.
Right,
But
I
you're
mean,
right, Norm. You're right.
I mean, but some of the stuff is like, okay, it was
Yeah.
funny, but you can't
Yeah.
say that nowadays.
Mainstream.
and I don't think it's comedy's time right now. I heard a comedic or a comedian talk about this because they asked him, like, why is it that you don't see as many, comedic movies like you used to? And he simply said, right now, the time is like the whole superhero thing. Like the past 10 years.
We've seen some comedic stuff. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I know, but not like in bulk like you used to.
Yeah,
like in the early
right.
2000s, you had like the, Adam Sandler's, the American
Yeah.
Pies,
Okay,
the
yeah.
Fly, you know what I mean? Like
American
it
Pie.
was back to back to back. What'd you say?
I said American Pie. Okay.
You know, I'm just throwing it out there.
I hear what you're saying, Gabe. I hear what you're
You
saying.
know what I mean? But they came in bulk. Like that was like an era,
Yeah.
like comedy.
Yeah.
And then when you get to now, from like the mid 2000s or the 2010s up until now, it's just been like a big action superhero Avengers
comedy.
Marvel, or
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? Like that's just a stretch that we're in.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
Well,
y'all, Dre has a question for us. Apparently, we're not asking real questions. He wants to know.
my
Y'all
God.
can read his question.
Why is there so many scenes in movies now? Black men.
Go cut the
Thank you,
word out.
We don't
Well,
want to
Dre
be
wants to know that, so I don't really watch those movies, so I can't answer that. I watch Super.
Yeah, I don't watch-
In other words, why does Drew have so many scenes in Ghosts?
I watch The Flying House. That's what I watch.
Well, I will say that is being put in a lot of movies. Maybe not this quote unquote scene, but the influence of that is in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
My kids were watching. Stacy put it in the comments. They were watching some Jurassic Park movie, animated movie on I think it's on Netflix, whatever. I can't remember what it's about.
I know you're talking about.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the girl starts talking. It's a cartoon. Now the girl starts talking about how she got feelings for this other girl, just out of the blue.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah,
why it's in everything now.
I'm thinking about closing down Disney Plus because they have a whole section now, and it's like even your boy Tyrone Magnus said it. Jay, he was saying it jokingly, but even in shows like The Boys, right?
Yeah,
like you're noticing, like they're subtly adding stuff in, like all of like their nude scenes are all male. In no way am I advocating for women nude scenes at all.
Right?
Like you're seeing that.
Well, you know, it ruined Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I stopped watching Acolyte. I'm sorry, I couldn't finish it, bro.
But it was.
It ruined it.
It ruined it big time. Well, it doesn't help that the director says she never watched Star Wars, or the writers never watched Star Wars, so they don't know.
Well, you know what? I mean, in some cases, if you can help retranslate a story, it can help. Not knowing what the source, because we've seen this before, where if you get too close to the source material, then it comes off like this ain't it.
Right.
So depending on the director. And
you gotta follow the rules though.
No, you gotta follow the rules, but
like the stuff that the Acolyte was doing is like,
well, yeah, they didn't follow the rules. They were
like at all. It's like, yo, these scenes are completely contradictory.
Well, I mean, but that's different. Not knowing any of the lore of, because Star Wars has been around since the 60s, so you got to know something. You got to know something. But I mean, but to say that a director cannot create a art piece or a film piece because they don't know the source is not all the way true.
I can agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
you know,
it sucks when you have like culture being like the driving force of the movie. It's like even with Star Wars, it is plain and obvious that they're trying to incorporate woke culture or LGBTQ plus themes.
They're not trying to hide it.
They're not trying to hide it. But as soon as the schools, you know, they got that rule, they say they got to put the 10 Commandments up, or the other one in Louisiana said they got to put the Bible, teach the Bible verses because of the historically accurate document. Is a whole uproar. Y'all trying to force it down our throats.
Well, now see, like, CJ, I gotta push back a little bit, okay? Because you don't getting into Christian nationalism. It's not. There is a bit of it to say the Bible is a historical document that needs to be taught, and that's it's kind of dicey because the Bible was not part of American history,
right?
It wasn't. It wasn't. It's not like Jesus was a Caucasian that came out of America. That's not. That's not.
He was a Republican.
So
right?
there's a time in.
Ain't that what they say? Isn't America the new children of Israel? Is what the evangelicals say?
No. Well, Jesus died for all the Republicans and nobody else.
That's why they color is red. No.
But that's a little bit different. So I got to push back a little bit on it because that's a little bit different.
Okay,
talking about Christian nationalism to say that the 10 Commandments have to be in the school in every class. The 10 Commandments. I don't know if I fully agree with that myself because.
But then why does gender education need to be in the school then?
Right.
In the same token. And teaching
you identity. I mean, I'm of the belief that the household, the parents' job is to teach that type of stuff to the children.
100%.
That's so. I teach my children the Bible. I teach my children. Stop it, Dre. I am saved.
No, but now you could, even when it comes to the whole gender thing, your kid could go to the public school. And they can force the whole gender identity thing down their throat. And if they decide that they want to be another gender, and the parent decides otherwise, they can take your child away.
And so that's why I'm saying balance the equation. On one side, you've got all this other stuff.
Right.
But then and you say, well, we can't talk about the Bible. Well, balance the equation for me. And I know Darrell said we can't force their kids to be Christian. I wouldn't say that it's forcing them to be Christian, but it is giving them an opportunity to have knowledge that they may not learn or know about. And of course, the Bible wasn't our historical document for the United States, but it did influence some of the thinking and thoughts of the original.
It did, but unfortunately, Brandon, not everybody. People would twist scriptures.
I
mean, because people would try to justify slavery with the Bible.
Yeah, I understand.
For sure.
That's what my concern is. What is the motive behind it?
Yeah, what's the motive behind it?
I agree.
I see what you're saying.
Right, it's the motive behind it. And to your point, we should balance it out. We shouldn't be teaching gender identity to children on the one side, and you got to learn Ten Commandments on the other side. I mean, I don't believe that belongs in a school. I don't want my son to go to a school where they're teaching him either thing. I would rather control that.
Right. I agree. Okay, you opened my eyes, Norm. Look at you preaching to everybody.
Well, when you're the old man, you learn a few things too.
Well, you got that.
That's what the gray hairs for.
I was about to say you got that gray for a reason.
Well, you know. You
got that gray. So before we get out of here, I got one more question. So before we get out of here, so how does Black cinema? How do we get better?
How do we get better?
How as for Black cinema?
No, what did Dre say? I'm sorry.
He said, if God gave us a choice, I guess they can too, I guess. Oh, and then also he agrees with me and disagrees with you as usual. So.
Disagree with Dora.
Wait, I didn't even break.
Wait, and then Darrell's comment is that we can't, we can't force a kid to be Christian, just like I don't want to force them to things.
Right, and that's why I said keep all of it out the school. Teach writing, arithmetic, and
all that.
Math.
Yeah, teach math.
Teach math, and that's it.
Teach writing. I read your mind. Anyway, before we get out of here, man. So as for the culture, for movies, TV, what can be suggested to do better? What can be what can these Black directors, what can they do to not put out the same thing?
Stop running away from Caucasian women on camera.
Or you gonna run to them? Is that?
I don't know if there's anything.
Dr. Umar ain't gonna like that, brother. He ain't gonna like that.
You gonna get canceled by Dr. Umar.
You gonna
get Teach bass, no.
Yo,
that's your wife, Brandon.
That's your wife.
No, put Dre's comment up. He just had an epiphany.
I just thought about it.
Read and read is
okay. We're done.
Oh my god!
That's why they say the English language is one of the hardest languages.
They did say that it is one of the hardest languages. Yep. But how does Black directors, producers, actors, what do we do to put out better content?
You got to push the envelope, and you got to be okay with failure.
Yeah, and then also you find other channels to.
Hey, really?
Too many stinky kids in the world.
I think you have to be okay with not being accepted.
Yeah. And find other avenues to get your message out. Like, Roland Martin is a good example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now he's funds everything off donations and raising funds, but he has his own YouTube channel. He owns his own stuff. He puts out the news, and he doesn't try to be on cable. He hits everything on YouTube or whatever. And the app he built the platform for himself. To get the message out so he wouldn't be controlled by the studios and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, that does take some grinding. That does take some work. You're not going to get that overnight.
No,
but if you feel your cause is just, then you got to be able to do that. But,
Another good example is Country Wayne. People laugh at him, but he puts out his own stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And he owns everything. All of his skits. His shows. Like, don't be afraid to do just like what Norman said. Create your own table. Matter of fact, Tyler Perry, since we were talking about him, I think one of the speeches he made when he won an award was the fact that he was not afraid to create his own table and space when no one else will give you opportunity, when no one else will let you sit in their rooms. Create your own table and put out your own stuff. Because really, to be honest, if it's not a certain, I want to say, category that Hollywood is okay with,
right,
and they're not going to put it out unless you're wearing a dress or something. You know what I mean?
And shout out to Tyler Perry, because I mean, we said a lot of stuff about him, but he's successful.
Oh, for sure, he's successful. Absolutely,
he created his own.
He's got his own.
Got their own studio now. Yep.
Down
there in Atlanta.
That event that Marvel uses sometimes.
And I was there for when I was on Family Feud. So it's coming out in February, by the way. But I was there on Family Feud, and it's beautiful, man. It is beautiful.
Put Drake's comment back up, please.
Why you want to put it back up?
It wasn't a plantation. It was an old military base for the Confederates. That's what it was.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know what's happening with this man.
Even when he's not on live, he's causing chaos, bro. This bad.
But
hey, like we tell y'all before and over again, the church are not responsible.
I will agree with this though. This was a good statement.
Hey,
please, y'all, please get off.
Got a lot of Tubi got a lot of
Tubi is owned by Fox News.
Are they for real?
Yes, they are for real. Owned by Fox News.
They don't care what they put out.
Okay, Tubi is owned by Fox News, and they're running a similar play that happened in Living Color and the Super Bowl. Right? Y'all remember before Super Bowl shows happened, Living Color was the halftime, and it was dope, right? The very next year, they said, "Okay, let's start running halftime shows. Move all the money over here."
Yep.
To start doing stuff. Tubi now becomes a platform for all the people to say, "Oh, we can get my movie and slap it on Tubi." Now I'm a filmmaker, and movies be trash and terrible. But they got a Tubi platform, and we all flock to Tubi.
But people still paying for it
because it's free, and it's like please get off Tubi, y'all. Please,
they ain't getting off. They done bought into it now.
And free Jonathan Majors. He was innocent.
Oh my goodness.
He's not in jail, man.
Yeah, free.
He might as well be the way what they did to that man.
He just won an award, and he's about to be in another movie. He's coming back,
and he's with Megan Good. So everything's
right. And Lanya Van Zant, she was
she worked her priestess on her.
Yeah, she was like, wow, wow. That's what it was, man. It was she was wiping the off.
Now what? Now what? The shot goes up. So what genre would y'all like to see that's predominantly black?
I would like to see a good detective movie, like good mystery. I would like to see that.
Thank you, babe. That's a great comment by my wife, bro.
My goodness.
Science fiction.
Yeah, science fiction too.
Yeah.
Science fiction would be good. No, what you like to see?
I think science fiction would be kind of cool. I mean, because the last all black science fiction I saw was Homeboys in Outer Space. And that made me sad.
Homeboys in Outer Space.
It made me sad. It was on UPN. It was Homeboys in Outer Space. Flex Alexander. And
of course it was Flex. Of course it was Flex.
And my man from a different role got who played Ron. They were
Flex ain't been right.
Well, I guess
been right since he played Michael Jackson, man.
I guess Men in Black would be considered science fiction, right?
I guess, but that wasn't all black though. This was that was Homeboys in Outer Space. And for those watching, if you want to see something really ridiculous, just go on YouTube, look up Homeboys in Outer Space, and I promise you'll get a laugh out of it.
Flex ain't been right since he played Michael Jackson, man. He ain't been right.
He ain't been the same ever since.
He ain't been the same ever since, bro.
My man who played Falcon tried to be Tupac. Remember that?
You said who?
The guy who played Falcon in MCU.
Oh, you talking about Anthony Mackie?
Yeah, he played Tupac in the movie. You remember that?
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And
that was after he was Clarence.
Yo, whoever his agent is does a great job. There was a span where he was in almost every movie that came out. Yes, especially Netflix.
Hey,
oh Lord,
Anthony Mackie.
And now he Captain America. Like,
yeah,
come on, man.
That's true.
Let's see. For me,
We'll be Superman next.
Really? Why your wife called him mosquito face, man?
Wow.
Bro, what is happening? Okay. What is happening?
Hey, my wife,
look like
listen.
That's so bloody.
Called him mosquito face. I think it's time to go.
Lord, hey, babe, that's a great. Oh my God, she been calling him mosquito face for the longest.
That is messed up.
For the longest time. But I was gonna say for me, I definitely I agree with Brandon. A good detective film would be good. I do like science fiction. I would say I want to see another Western. I love Westerns. Me and my father love Westerns. I would love to see another Western. This is out there, but maybe even some type of, I don't know, black martial arts movie or something.
The Harder They Fall too.
I thought you were gonna say a space Western.
A space Western?
I don't know why.
Basically Mandalorian.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. But no, I would, or a black martial arts movie. I think that'd be dope too. You know, have Donnie
black
Yen
martial
be
arts movie.
Like
have Donnie,
like Bruce Leroy.
better than that.
Like Bruce Leroy.
I love Pootie Tang.
I know we know you too.
What a time. Karate on the run.
Karate, man, it's okay.
Hey, nobody has Riz like Pootie Tang.
Hey.
Pootie Tang left a girl out in the hallway and put out some milk in a bowl.
That man took that
That
cherry
ain't
pie.
Riz. I don't know.
He took that cherry pie.
He said he going what's that? He going sign your pity on the running
On the running time.
sign your pity on the running kind. That was such a terrible movie, but I love it.
Right,
Hold on. I'm just now seeing these other comments. Gabe, Andre said nobody has more movies than Nicolas Cage.
That man said you got to say the no. He's with that white the boss. Got to say the no.
Then he wants everybody to watch the Mac.
The Mac.
Oh man,
I don't know. You gotta.
And then my wife's comment. Y'all know he looked like a mosquito, boy.
Okay.
Y'all don't. Yeah, there's a different side to my wife. She could be petty, y'all. So it's
that is
she
funny.
gonna call people. That is hilarious. But listen, man, we are the church nerds, man. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to all our platforms. Once again, I am Jay Ball and Norman.
Wait.
Right.
You can't leave yet.
I'm sorry.
Yet.
I keep listen, Norm. What you got?
Okay, so dig on this. So a couple things. Number one, announcement next week. Next week is going to be the definitive PK episode. I don't want to miss this. This is the definitive one. We need to really examine: are PKs really saved, or are they just saved by grace?
Is that the episode name?
No, I just made that up. But it may be the episode name, possibly. So if you are a PK or you know a PK, or you're just new to PK like myself, join us next week, and you may be surprised with who else may be on our show with us. So it's that. Number two, gotta leave you with something interesting. So I think by now all of us have seen the clip with Myron Williams talking about the sound guy to get the mics right.
Oh wow,
we've all seen this. Talked about Charles. Said get these mics right. That's what it is. I discovered that's not just our culture. It's also in other parts of the world.
Hallelujah. Please, if you want to lead praise or you get off this altar. You understand me? And if you're going to be late to church service, you don't come here again. You don't do that to go earn a living. We are raising generations that don't fear God, and I won't take it. We sing good praise or we get off the altar.
Whoa!
Sing good praise or you get off the altar.
No, he said we are raising a generation that does not fear God. Wait, what? Wait.
Hey, don't be up there singing badly because he gonna get you off the stage.
Whatever presence was in there,
He's gone.
sucked right out of it.
Up to him, his presence was never in there. So
It was him just walking completely off, bro.
Like, where did he
That
go?
Girls just standing there like, now what do we do?
that is embarrassing.
That's
What do you do after that? What do you do?
I'm dumbfounded. I don't know what to
Ray
do
says
after that.
we need more of that. more rebukes in the church.
He
You
said,
don't
"I'm
do
gonna
that at
do
a
that
convention.
convention."
I love to see it. I would love to see it. I'd love to see it.
They sing so bad that they put churches away.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm Hey, listen, that has been another episode of the Church Nerds, man. Well, I'm Jay. We got Nora, we got Brandon, we got the game. We'll see you next time. Listen, PK episode is next week. You do not want to miss it. We are the Church Nerds.
Hey, when we getting these wives on here, man, they need to get on here,
We still
man.
gotta get these.
They're turning generations away, man. We can't get them on here.
You're raising a generation that don't fear God, man.
Your hallelujah is terrible.